Today we're continuing to read The Brothers Karamazov. You forced me to go to that damned Chermashnya yourself then? Cried Ivan, with a malignant smile. Fyodor Pavlovitch did not catch, or would not catch, the malignancy, but he caught the smile. Then you'll go? You'll go? I'll scribble the note for you at once. I don't know whether I shall go. I don't know. I'll decide on the way. Nonsense! Decide at once, my dear fellow, decide. If you settle the matter, write me a line, give it to the priest, and he'll send it on to me at once. And I won't delay you more than that. You can go to Venice. The priest will give you horses back to Valavia station. The old man was quite delighted. He wrote the note and sent for the horses. A light lunch was brought in with brandy. When Fyodor Pavlovitch was pleased, he usually became expansive. But today he seemed to restrain himself. Of Dmitri, for instance, he did not say a word. He was quite unmoved by the parting, and seemed, in fact, at a loss for something to say. Ivan noticed this particularly. He must be bored with me, he thought. Only when accompanying his son out onto the steps, the old man began to fuss about. He would have kissed him, but Ivan made haste to hold out his hand, obviously avoiding the kiss. His father saw it at once, and instantly pulled himself up. Well, good luck to you, good luck to you, he repeated from the steps. You'll come again some time or other? Mind, you do come. I shall always be glad to see you. Well, Christ be with you. Ivan got into the carriage. Goodbye, Ivan. Don't be too hard on me, the father called for the last time. The whole household came out to take leave. Smerdyakov, Marfa, and Grigory. Ivan gave them 10 rubles each. When he had seated himself in the carriage, Smerdyakov jumped up to arrange the rug. You see, I'm going to Chermashnya, broke suddenly from Ivan. Again, as the day before, the words seemed to drop of themselves, and he laughed too, a peculiar, nervous laugh. He remembered it long after. It's a true saying, then, that it's always worthwhile speaking to a clever man, answered Smerdyakov firmly, looking significantly at Ivan. The carriage rolled away. Nothing was clear in Ivan's soul, but he looked eagerly around him at the fields, at the hills, at the trees, at a flock of geese flying high overhead in the bright sky. And all of a sudden he felt very happy. He tried to talk to the driver, and he felt intensely interested in an answer the peasant made him. But a minute later he realized that he was not catching anything, and that he had not really even taken in the peasant's answer. He was silent, and it was pleasant even so. The air was fresh, pure and cool, the sky bright. The images of Alyosha and Katerina Ivanovna floated into his mind, but he softly smiled, blew softly on the friendly phantoms, and they flew away. There's plenty of time for them, he thought. They reached the station quickly, changed horses, and galloped to Valavia. Why is it worthwhile speaking to a clever man? What did he mean by that? The thought seemed suddenly to clutch at his breathing. And why did I tell him I was going to Chermashnya? They reached Valavia station. Ivan got out of the carriage, and the driver stood round him, bargaining over the journey of 12 versts to Chermashnya. He told them to harness the horses. He went into the station house, looked round, glanced at the overseer's wife, and suddenly went back to the entrance. I won't go to Chermashnya. Am I too late to reach the railway by 7, brothers? We shall just do it. Shall we get the carriage out? At once. Will any one of you be going to the town tomorrow? To be sure, Mitri here will. Can you do me a service, Mitri? Go to my father's, to Fyodor Pavlovitch Karamazov, and tell him I haven't gone to Chermashnya. Can you? Of course I can. I've known Fyodor Pavlovitch a long time. And here's something for you, for I dare say he won't give you anything, said Ivan, laughing gaily. You may depend on it, he won't. Mitya laughed too. Thank you, sir. I'll be sure to do it. At 7 o'clock, Ivan got into the train and set off to Moscow. Away with the past. I've done with the old world forever, and may I have no news, no echo from it. To a new life, new places, and no looking back. But instead of delight, his soul was filled with such gloom, and his heart ached with such anguish as he had never known in his life before. He was thinking all the night. The train flew on, and only at daybreak, when he was approaching Moscow, he suddenly roused himself from his meditation. I am a scoundrel, he whispered to himself. And that's the end of the reading for today. Have a good day.